Hi guys, my name is Josh and I am from the Stillverse. In this video we're going to be talking about my Marvel collection. I'm going to talk about custom covers as well as non-custom as well. Just all around my Marvel collection really. So if you haven't met me before, like I said, my name is Josh. My fiance is Hannah. We run the Stillverse, which is a company where we make custom steelbook stickers, magnets, spines, so you can dress up your steelbook how you want to, as well as Blu-ray covers, 4K covers and DVD covers for all different size cases. We've been running about a year and a half now. We've got Instagram, TikTok, and we've recently started our YouTube channel. We've got one video. Thank you for all the support for people who watched our last video. Appreciate that. I'm still a little bit under the weather. Just a sore throat. It's been lasting quite a long time. But yeah, so forgive me if I'm chugging on water or coughing randomly. But yeah, so in this video, I want to show you my Marvel collection. Big Marvel fan. I was born in the mid-90s, so my first introduction to Marvel really was the X-Men animated series, but also the X-Men films. So the first one I had on VHS, I think it was a 15 back then, but I had that as a kid. I think they've changed the rating now. I had Spider-Man 1 as well, and I had, I think, Hulk, Ang Lee's Hulk. I had that. I used to watch them back to front. Moved on to DVDs. I remember my first Marvel DVD was X-Men 2, which was £18 because I wanted the 2-disc, and the case looked lovely. And I managed to get it. My parents bought it for me. Very lucky. Watched it back to front. I loved all the behind-the-scenes features. It really got me into films. And then from then on, I wanted to buy all the 2-discs that I could get hold of back then. And yeah, started collecting them on DVD. So I started collecting like Daredevil, the Fantastic Four films as well. And yeah, I mean, at that age, I was an older kid / teenager. There was nothing else out there. So I really enjoyed the films. Daredevil, Fantastic Four, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, X-Men. They were all good films. Never brilliant, but at that time, you probably couldn't even imagine better, especially when you're young as well. And I didn't read the comics first, so these films were just really cool, basically. And as sometimes some of them don't age that well now, but yeah. So and then I moved to the MCU. I didn't watch the first phase at the cinema, but I did watch Avengers Assemble, and then I watched most of them at the cinema from there. Started collecting all of them on Blu-ray. I love all the X-Men films, all the Spider-Man iterations, what else, Punisher as well, Blade, all those kind of films. They're really enjoyable. Some of them are just for entertainment, some of the stories aren't great, but they're just films that you just sit back and just enjoy them for what they are. So yeah, so I'm going to show you my collection. We'll start with some of the non-customs. I'll just whiz through them. But X-Men, the franchise, just for me is one of the best ones. It's not very consistent, but comic books aren't always consistent. I started reading the X-Men comics, not all of them, but I started reading them. I enjoyed the show, like I said. And yeah, I'm going to start with one of the least fan favourites, which is Origins. But I like the case. It's got a little scratch there. All the X-Men ones I've got second hand. I love the back where it's Wolverine in the same pose, but it's adamantium skeleton, and quite a nice spine there as well. It's a fun film. I enjoyed it at the time. Over time, it's less enjoyable. It's just more fun. Just sit and enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with just having a fun film. Then you've got the Wolverine. Again, it's a nice case. Nice and shiny as well. I like the back cover, spine. This one comes with 3D. Again, got a few scratches, but nothing that I'm really too bothered about. Enjoyable film. We've got to see Wolverine be a bit more brutal, but I'd say that it was a bit slow in some places. But I enjoyed it. The beginning bit was my most enjoyable bit. And then you've got Logan, one of the best films of all time for me. Definitely up there, I'd say top 20. I'd say top 20. I love the trailer for it as well. The story, everything about it. I love that we finally got him R-rated, 15. So yeah, this one's a bit more like a hand-drawn one. Back's nothing much, but then obviously if you open it up, or one image. Comes with a noir film as well, which is enjoyable. Quite enjoyed that. And then these are German imports on eBay, but they were cheap. They're not that cheap now when I look them up. But I've got Volume 1, Volume 2, and these have 3 discs each. This was before I started making my own customs as well, so to find them in 3 discs saved a lot of shelf space. So this one has the original X-Men 1, 2, and Last Stand as well. And then we've got Magneto on the front of this one, small on the back. This one has First Class, Days of Future Past, which I've put the road cut in there. I've taken the theatrical out. I prefer the road cut, and Apocalypse. Now you might notice I haven't got Dark Phoenix, or I haven't got New Mutants. Didn't enjoy them. Dark Phoenix had a few little good moments, but it annoyed me. They didn't age the characters. They just got rid of Mystique early on. They didn't really bother with her. I know it's part of Jennifer Lawrence's fault. Yeah, and it just didn't fit in very well for me. I'm a big X-Men fan, and that disappointed me. So I like to think of Apocalypse as the last prequel film. Even though it's not amazing, I feel like I'll just leave it at that. New Mutants, I didn't watch all of that. Clever concept, but again, doesn't fit in with my X-Men films. But yeah, so those are my X-Men films. We'll move on to Deadpool. So these are, again, non-custom. This one's quite simple. I'm very scratched, but very cheap to find. So it is quite scratched up, but I'm not too bothered. And then this spine, which I have not put that on properly, but that's the spine there. So that's a custom spine that we've done that I need to redo because I've not put that on very well. But yeah, so I've gone with a blood splat. Just my own custom spine and just a standard case. Really good film. Really enjoyed that one. Deadpool 2. This one's a bit of a hand-drawn one. Nice and shiny. I do like this one quite a bit. And again, I've gone for a custom spine on this one. Very good film. Not as good as the first and Deadpool Wolverine. Then I've got Deadpool Wolverine here. So these ones, they came out. You could buy either the Deadpool front or the Wolverine front. And we said, well, why not just have both? And we did really well. Sold quite a few of these in the end. We did a Deadpool one or Wolverine one because people were buying 2 steelbooks in one go. Cost a lot of money. I definitely wasn't going to do that. So I've done that for myself as well. And then I've put a Deadpool Wolverine custom spine on there. Brilliant film. Some people call it fan service. Well, I'm a fan. I want to be serviced in a film way. I enjoyed it. I enjoy all the cameos. I love stuff like that. I love it when it ties in previous films that I love. So yeah, perfect. So they are my X-Men / Deadpool films. These ones are non-custom. I've got Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. These are custom, but not made by me. They're made by a seller. I don't think he sells them anymore. But this was before the Stillverse came along. This one, Across the Spider-Verse, probably one of the best animated films I've seen so far. Third one I'm looking forward to. I will probably make some kind of stillbook out of these, I think, because the artwork is really nice. Then we'll move quickly. We'll move on to Avengers. So I've got Avengers Assemble, standard case, a bit scratched. You can buy this one almost anywhere. Custom spine. Again, this was pre-Stillverse. I will probably update artwork in the future. Brilliant film. All the Avenger films are brilliant. Now, Age of Ultron, similar theme, slightly embossed. And then you've got Ultron on the back. Again, a custom spine. I do like the back cover on this one. And again, it's a good film. I did enjoy it. It doesn't get a lot of appreciation. I quite enjoyed it. And then you've got Infinity War, which I quite like the gauntlet. And you've got the stones, which are quite shiny. The back isn't anything too special. It's got the custom spine. This one was a very cheap stillbit because it's slightly coming apart, which I need to re-glue, to be honest. And then you've got Endgame, which it has the characters on there that did not get blipped. And then you've got the blip on the back. And again, really good. Infinity War has always been rated higher. I probably like this more than Infinity War, which I know is rare. But no, I really enjoyed it. You can get this case almost anywhere. I see it on Zavvi all the time in the sale. A bit scratched up. But yeah, so those are my films that are not fully customised. Now I'm going to move on to my custom films. Quick backstory. Like I said, I had all the Marvel films. I had all of the MCU films up to a certain point to when, I don't know, the next one's going to come out. Ran out of shelf space. It was getting tight. I only have these shelves behind me. I have 3 young kids. I don't have much room. And I'm a collector. I see stuff all the time that I want. And there's just so many MCU films that are out there. And I really needed to find a way to make more space for films that weren't MCU. And I had Disney Plus, and I was thinking, well, what do I do? Because I can't make more shelves. I can't stop collecting. I also needed a new phone. I needed to do something. So I decided to sell my MCU collection, which is something I wouldn't normally do. I upgrade stuff when I upgrade like DVDs to Blu-rays and Blu-rays to 4Ks, but I don't ever just sell films, especially films that I like. So it took a lot for me to do that. I remember my fiance Hannah kept asking me, am I sure? And I was like, yeah, I think so. They're on Disney Plus, and this was before the Stillverse, before we could do custom stuff. So I got rid of them. I sold them, managed to get a phone, managed to get quite a bit of money for them. But then after that, I just felt like I wasn't being myself, really. I needed to find a way to bring them back. And I did. We started the Stillverse, and I decided I'm going to rebuy all my MCU films again. So, MCU films up to Phase 3 are all very cheap. They're all out there. If you just want Blu-rays, they're cheap. I needed to have artwork and cases that would not take up space. So I decided to buy 25mm cases, which I'll show you in a minute, about that thick, and they can hold up to 12 discs at a time. And you can buy them all different disc trays in them. So, and they go for about £5 to £10 a piece. So over 6 months, I rebuilt my MCU collection. Now, Phase 1, 2, 3, and they did a Part 2, Phase 3. They did box sets for. They stopped afterwards. But there were already box sets out there. I don't know if people had them. They're like these really cool cardboard box sets. And they had really nice artwork on them. And they had a slip cover as well. Well, I really like that. And I decided to buy these 25mm Blu-ray cases and use the artwork from Phase 1. So in this, you've got Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, First Avenger. So this artwork already existed. I needed a back cover, so I did the Tesseract, and then the spine I did like that. So this fits in 5 films, and I decided to then do Phase 2. Now Phase 1 was quite easy to actually buy. I bought that in one go. I bought the whole box set in one go for like less than £10. Phase 2, again, this cover existed already. Iron Man 3, Thor Dark World, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man. And then I went for the purple theme, got Hydra on the back. And then we've got Phase 2 in there. Phase 2, again, wasn't too difficult to buy. Phase 3, so that came into 2 Blu-ray cases. You can buy that box set twice because it has Part 1 on the front, Part 2 on the back, because there's around, I think, how many films? I don't know, about 12 films in them, if you include Endgame and Infinity War. So then I've got the official front cover from Phase 3, Captain America Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok. And then on the back I've got the Part 2 cover, which has Black Panther, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man Far From Home, and then the spine here. So this, in this box set here, I've got 10 discs. Now that would have been 10 cases, and this is 10 discs. Perfect. So this has probably got the most discs in about all the phases. So after that, like I said, they didn't do Phase 4, they didn't do Phase 5. They do that a lot. They just stop making box sets. So I had to think of a way of continuing it. So I took the overall theme, took the logo, created my own Phase 4. There was no really overarching villain or or theme unless it's the multiverse for phase 4 and 5. So I went for a silhouette of Scarlet Witch, the cosmic red glow around her, and then I added in the characters from the films, and then I rewrote the films down here to match. So in this one, you got Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man No Way Home, I've got the extended, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Thor Love and Thunder, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, then you've got the 3 spiders on the back, and the spine like that. I didn't include Eternals, not a massive fan of it. It's 3 hours. It's a film I just won't watch again, especially as it doesn't tie in very well. It might do in the future, but it doesn't at the moment. I know collectors will just collect them no matter what. I just didn't enjoy it, so I did leave it out, that one. And then phase 5, same issue again, doesn't exist. So we put Kang in the middle, who's hugely wasted, but we put him in the middle. We put for the background, we did like a multiverse cosmic glow, and then we've added in all the little characters there. So in this one, I've got Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumania. I've got the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, because that's sort of like a mini film. I quite enjoy that one. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, The Marvels, Captain America Brave New World, and Thunderbolts. And on the back, I've got Red Hulk crushing the skull. Phase 5. So all those phases right there barely take up any space at all. So if I put them all together, quickly show you. So there you go. So that doesn't take up much. So it's about a case and a half each one. So let's just put it as 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And there's about 30 odd films in there. And that takes up barely in time. Why do I have the other Avengers in steelbooks? Because my head goes, well, they're like the main Avenger films. I'm going to get steelbooks for them. Everyone has their own preference. That's what I want to do. People have questioned it on TikTok, but that's up to me, really. That's what I want. So yeah, takes up barely any space. And I've got all my films back. And I did it over 6 months. It didn't cost too much money. I did it gradually. I looked out for bargains. Every single film is secondhand. And yeah, I'm very pleased with this. It sits on my shelf nicely. Lastly, I then thought, well, I want all my Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films back on my shelf. I want The Punisher, I want Daredevil back, because they will all be films that I sit and watch, especially now they tie in a little bit more into the MCU. So obviously you've had Elektra appearing, Deadpool, Wolverine, you've had Blade, you've had obviously Human Torch, the Spider-Man films, No Way Home. So I thought, well, why not buy back the older pre-MCU films that I really enjoyed, that I just want to sit and watch one day and just chill out and just watch something entertaining. So I created my own Marvel Legacy box sets. Now, Marvel Multiverse Legacy box sets. Now with these films, these are the ones that aren't in the MCU, but that are Marvel and that may appear in it and have appeared in it. So with these ones, I've got Volume 1. So I've got Blade Trilogy, Fantastic Four, which is the director's cut or extended cut on DVD, Rise of the Silver Surfer, Daredevil extended, Elektra, and Ghost Rider extended. And yes, that fits in nicely. And then I decided to do a Volume 2, where I then put in Spider-Man Trilogy, which is 1, Spider-Man 2.1, and Spider-Man 3 Editor's Cut, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, Punisher, Warzone, Punisher, and Hulk as well. There's no Ghost Rider 2 in these. There's a few films that are not in these. They're just not films that I wanted, and I just didn't enjoy as much. These are the ones that I like. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with these. Again, they don't take up much space. The films were dirt cheap. I'd already had some of them, I kept some of them, but the films weren't that hard to find really. And now I've got my Marvel collection back, and I've got it the way I wanted to have it. People comment on TikTok and stuff. They go, "Oh, why have you not included this? And why have you not included that? And why do you present them like that?" Every person has their own preference. I make Marvel covers for people all the time, and they're all so different. Some people will have just, God, I can't even think. People just have different ideas for how they want to do their Marvel films, and that's fine. That's how I want mine. I enjoy them. I enjoy the films. I've saved a lot of space from doing my Stillverse work, and yeah, it's just nice to have them back. Really, it's nice to have them on the shelf and not take up space. They're great films. They're just great, enjoyable films that you can just switch off to as well. I look forward to the next ones. I will be creating a Phase 6 box set, but I need to just wait for more films to come out, basically. I don't want to create it yet, because at the moment it would just be Fantastic Four, and there's not enough to really do one about. And then I'll probably get Doomsday on Stillbit when it comes out, and it goes on and on. And the thing is about custom work is I can upgrade it whenever I want. I can upgrade designs whenever I want. The multiverse one, if I decide to add more or decide to do another case, I could just do another case, and it doesn't take up much room. It's easy to do. If you need to save space, just come to us and we'll give you ideas and tips on how to do it. So yeah, that's my Marvel collection. I hope you enjoyed. It's nice speaking to you guys. Please do subscribe. Check out our Etsy page if you want any custom work done. The link is in the description below. We'll be doing more videos like this as well going forward. Hopefully when my throat's a bit better, I'll be doing a bit more. And yeah, thanks guys for watching. Please subscribe and give us a comment below if you enjoyed it. Thank you.